Hello. High pressure sitting to the south has had some influence on the UK's weather during recent days. A lot of dry weather in the south, but it's not always been dry in the north. And the outbreaks of rain that we've seen in northern areas has moved south during the last 24 hours. The influence of that high pressure to the south is slipping away. So we're going to see more of these fronts across the country from the northwest over the next few days, and certainly a damp afternoon expected across parts of Wales, perhaps northern parts of Devon and Cornwall, northwest England as well. The rain persistent over upland areas, I suspect. And to the southeast of that, largely dry, East Anglia and the southeast of England, albeit cloudy and breezy. But to the north, Scotland and Northern Ireland seeing some brighter spells, but also quite a number of showers moving in, along with a gusty breeze. Feeling colder to the far northwest, but actually for much of the UK, temperatures are above average, 12, 13, and in some spots 14 Celsius, most likely somewhere like northeast Wales, northeast England as well, where the wind warms up on its passage over higher ground to the west. Then into the late afternoon and evening, we've got this occluded front crossing Scotland and Northern Ireland. That will bring a short spell of heavy rain, perhaps some hail and gusty winds before it fades away into northern England. Further south, the rain blossoms across much of central and southern UK, especially for Wales and the southwest of England initially, and then that rain pushing into the south and southeast by the end of the night. Some heavier bursts, quite persistent rain across western and southwestern parts, 30 mils or so, building up over Exmoor, for example. But to the far north, well, we've got clear spells, albeit with quite a number of showers moving into northern and western Scotland and Northern Ireland, where we do get some shelter from the winds in the north. Temperatures will dip close to freezing, so a touch of frost possible, but to the south it's way too mild for any frost. Although it will be a damp start to Tuesday, some heavier rain for a time during the morning. That rain does push south. It stays wet for much of the day in the far southeast, but elsewhere, brightening skies for much of the rest of England and Wales. Some sunshine reappearing. Scotland and Northern Ireland seeing those showers continuing. And as the air turns colder, once these fronts move out of the way, we'll see some snow and hail over the hills of Scotland and northern England by the end of the afternoon. The wind increasing as the day goes on, gales perhaps to the far north and northwest, and it's going to feel cold in that wind, 6 to 8 Celsius in the north, 9 or 10 Celsius in the south, and actually those temperatures are going to be falling through the day in the south after a mild start. Into Tuesday night then, and we've got clear spells for much of England and Wales, and in the far south and southeast. A touch of frost is possible, but elsewhere a bit too much cloud, a bit too much of a breeze for a widespread frost. And certainly that wind in the northwest, increasingly a feature of our weather during the next few days. We've got low pressure anchored over Scandinavia, increasingly low pressure here, and unusually high pressure towards the Azores. Now that means that we're going to see an increasingly tight pressure gradient, and that will result in very strong winds. Certainly by Thursday, risk of widespread gales for the northern two-thirds of the UK, where we've got a yellow warning in force for Thursday, and especially towards the north and northwest, some very strong winds indeed. So we'll keep you updated on that aspect of the forecast over the next few days, and you can follow those updates on our YouTube channel. Bye-bye.